the rubber is going to meet the road on a whole bunch of this stuff. Right now,
100%.
he is the greatest TV producer, political TV producer ever. He is, action and attention and all of this. Prices are either going to start to come down or they're not. The economy is either going to start to get better or it's not. Immigration is either going to, meaning cleaning it up, so to speak, is either going to start to get better or it's not. And by the way, I go back to this, Sean, the White House has stopped putting numbers out. The White House has stopped on immigration. They have stopped putting the images out. Why? Because the amount of people they're getting in totality to the problem is a joke. It is. It's 0.001%. It's better than zero. But my point is, when you have a new administration, it is either just like Trump benefited. Either Biden was going to bring prices down, have a better economy, or people are going to want to change. If this stuff doesn't start to improve, we will have an opportunity. I mean, that's just and
that may be true.
Right.
Yeah, and you're right. If key things don't keep improving. But I was at a Maha event last night in Washington, D.C. to celebrate what we thought was going to be Bobby's confirmation. Most people in that room, and this was an event that people were paying to come to, were your people. They were donors that you probably hit up, and every one of them. And one guy I talked to had previously worked at the DNC. And I said to him, just out of curiosity, why are you here today? Is it just Bobby? And he said, no, I have 3 daughters. And he goes, and I sat there at one point and watched guys on the field and someone pushed a young girl down on my daughter. And he goes, and I had enough. Your party has gone too far in a lot of issues.
Correct. So let me say 4 things that I think, Dan, run counter to your assumption that it will be not like 17, but be like the other times when a party's lost. First, I'll say I'd be super curious to know how Kamala Harris's fundraising appeals for the DNC are going. I'd like to know how much those are raising. Here are 4 differences. One is we've never had a president as aggressive as Trump. We never have. We've never seen the Democratic Party, at least, be this far to the left. So if you assume, as most people we know do, that there has to be some moderation to get more of the center back, they got a long way to go. 3 is the thing I said before, which is they've lost some fundamental strengths and asymmetrical advantages that they have had for years and years. And 4 is, again, you can tell me about Governor Beshear or Governor Moore, but in every previous cycle, I could tell you the names of people from the losing party who could run for president and would strike some fear in the hearts of the majority party. I cannot name a person like that today. Are they afraid of the governor of Illinois, or of Amy Klobuchar, or of Gavin Newsom, or of Wes Moore, or Governor Beshear? They are not. Maybe they should be, but they're not afraid of any Democrat right now. Not one. To the contrary, they're like, bring them on. We'll run against any of those people, regardless. So again, I don't want to overreact. I don't want to say the Democratic Party's dead. I'm just saying, as I survey the polling data, the fundraising data, and the daily news flow, and I look at the decline. I mean, they had all these corporations so woke that they were adjuncts of the Democratic Party. It's all flipped. It's all flipped. Not 100%, but that's a loss of a big advantage.
Well, but hold on. Those companies, having been a lobbyist for years, those companies are members of the incumbent party. It was cool in 2021 to be doing all of this stuff coming off of George Floyd. It's not cool now. And to Sean's point, if the tides turn, they will all come Mark Zuckerberg will cut his hair, take off the chain and the t-shirt, and put on whatever Democrats are wearing. Maybe it'll be a blue blazer. But I would also just say, Mark, that one thing that, and I agree with you, but I would just put a note of caution. If the playing field is in 4 years what it is today, you're totally right. But historically, after 12 years of a singular person or party dominating, which is essentially, Trump essentially dominated the last 4 years, the national conversation, it is often the case the country begins to want a change in tone, in style. And I mean, the only one who really extended it was FDR in the last 100 years. So if you assume that things will evolve in the next 3 years, who the right candidate is for that moment may be amongst the 7 dwarfs, to do the old Lee Atwater. I think it was Lee Atwater in '88 called them the 7 dwarfs. But, it's dark right now, but I don't think, I think it will get lighter.